Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. I was waiting for you. Oh my god.
Okay, how are you today?
Okay. I'm so good. Actually, I'm so good. Well, I am a little hungry because I was going to have lunch. But you said to me, hey, could you please have the interview right now? But well, I was waiting for you.
Uh,
Yesterday I did my math, meeting English test. So I'm a little tired because I had to study so hard. And well, I think I did a good job, and I hope to get a good score at it.
I know that you are very good in English, so the results are going to be the best for you. And
Oh my God, yes. I hope that. In fact, well, I think the Epson was easy for me in some aspects. For example, in the grammar section, it was really easy for me. I could answer without problems. In the reading section as well, because the lectures were so easy. The vocabulary, I think, was really easy for me because I already knew it, so I could read without problems, and I had to read the lectures so fast because I had, oh my god, too few time to complete the episode.
but I want to congratulate you. So you are a good student and you are going to be the best in this exam. I know. So
Oh
congratulations.
my god. Thank you so much. I appreciate your work so much. Okay, so that class.
Yes. Okay. We are going to start with inspirational quote. So I'm going
Yes.
to read it, and after you are going to tell me what did you understand. Okay.
Okay, no problem. Yes.
Okay. The inspirational quote is: "It doesn't not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop." By Confucius.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Go ahead again, please. It doesn't matter.
How slowly you go, as long as you don't stop.
Okay, this phrase means, or in Spanish, no importa qué tan lento tú vayas,
Sí.
si a lo largo del camino no paras.
Yes. So, what do you think about it?
I think it's a true quote. In fact, it's the reality. When we are going to go somewhere, or we are going to achieve something, and we are on our way to achieve it towards that goal, we don't have to stop. Uh, we don't have to stop on any place because we have to go ahead. We have to go on. We have to go towards that goal, and we cannot stop anywhere. Because if we stop, we are not going to advance in the way.
Yes, it's true because sometimes when we have some difficulties in our life, we, in most of the time, we stop, and it is not the idea because in the life we have also problems, we have obstacles, but the most important thing is to continue working on that, or working on what we want, in our dreams, in our goals, in our expectation of our life. So I wanted you taking into account in your life. Okay, now
Yes, right. You're right.
uh,
We have to take into account this.
Yes. Now we are going to today we are going to work on Unit 5. So the topic is community. So what for you what is community?
Well, a community is a place where there are people who live in the same area. Um, all together are neighbors.
Yes. And
It's a community.
the purpose of the of those this group of people is to achieve specific goals who benefit everyone who live in that place. Okay.
That's right, you're right.
Yes, and now for you, how many classes or types of community are there?
Sorry, how many?
How many types or yes types of community do you
Okay,
know?
types. Okay, right. Well, I think there are a lot of type of community. For example, there is a community at university. There is a community at the neighborhood where we live. There is a community in in a company. So I think a group of people, it's a community because that community have this has sorry has the same objective, have the same goal. So a community is a group of people in a selected area.
Yes, it is. It's true. So we are living in a community in all of our life in all time. So could you describe me one of a community in which you are involved?
Claro. Sorry. Oh my god. Sure. Oh my god. I thought in Spanish.
No
Okay.
word.
No problem. Well, my community. What about my community? My community, or where I live, well, it's a neighborhood. It's outside the city. In fact, my neighborhood is not located inside Barranquilla. It's not in the center. It's not in the north. It's not in the south. It's a little in the east, but it's not inside the city. It's outside the city.
Yes.
It's a community where there are about two thousand people. There are a lot of young people. What else? We have all the things we need to live. We have a school. We have a, a small hospital to attend people who has basic necessities. We have park. We have three parks, two parks in fact. We have soccer field. We have places to enjoy with our family. Well,
Yes. Now,
it's a nice place.
okay. In your specific neighborhood, I want to know what is the most important person in that place.
Well, here this is a neighborhood, so in fact we are not like a city or a town. So I don't know. Do you mean to the government or something? Who is the leader here?
Yes. Sometimes in a neighborhood exists a community, a person who has the who prepared the things for the neighborhood. For example, the necessities of the neighborhood, like a leader.
Hmm.
So in your neighborhood, does this person exist?
Yes, it's like, well, in Spanish, this group of people or this committee is called Junta de Acción Comunal.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
This is
I
what I
don't know
mean.
how this is called in English. Well, I think I think in English maybe this kind of community, yes, doesn't exist because in the USA or maybe in Europe, the neighborhoods I think that don't have a group to government, right?
Yes.
Because they are really independent, so it's a little different. But in fact, yes, there is a junta acción comunal, like we know that in Spanish, and there are a leader, a secretary. There is like an account who is in charge about the money that we get with the activities we do. Well, the objective of this community is to achieve goals that we we set. For example, if we have a place that we want to improve, we do activities to earn money or to get money to camp or to be able, sorry,
Yes.
to be able to improve that community.
Yes, and what do you think could be a good leader?
I think a good leader is that person um, who works on team, right?
Yes.
Uh, for example, the leader is a person who leads a group of people. So that leader has to work on team, have to take into account that he or she or he is a leader, but he is leader a group of people, and that group of people is important to achieve what they want to achieve or what he or she wants to achieve, right?
Yes.
So I think the leader is that person who take into account all people that he is leading or she is leading.
And do you think that every place or every community need is an obligation, or could be that this place has a leader? It's necessary to have a leader.
Well, in fact, I think, well, in some places it's not necessary to have a leader. I think here in my neighborhood maybe it's necessary. We are a neighbor. Um, we are a neighborhood where we are not surrounded with other neighborhoods. Okay,
Yes.
so I mean maybe we need to work together to work with the mayor, to work with the government to improve our quality of life. Maybe if our neighborhood were inside Barranquilla, maybe we didn't need a leader because the mayor, the person who is in charge of the city, could be taken care, could 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 take care of our neighbor. But in some places, it's necessary to have a leader. I think in a small cities, well, in a small neighborhoods, we need a leader. I mean, if we are going to talk about a city, we need a mayor. And if we are going to talk about a state, a province, or like we know in Spanish, departamento, we need a leader. Um, Obviously, if we are going to talk about a country, we need a government, we need a president, we need a minister, we need all these people who lead things, right?
Yes. And also, for example, we have leaders in every place, starting for our home, our fathers. We
Right.
we have leaders in every place that we live every day. So,
Yes, that's right.
um, do you consider that you are a leader? Are you a leader?
Well, maybe it's a little arrogant, but yes, I think I am a great leader. When I was at high school, when I was at high school, I was the leader of uh, my classroom. I was the leader of my high school. Um, in my community, I am not the most important leader, but I am a leader. I am inside the group we were talking about, Junta Acción Comunal. Also, I am in some NGOs, non-governmental organizations, that we know in the Spanish ONGs. So
Yes.
I think I am a leader because I need to work for my community. I need to work for others communities who needs a help to improve the quality of life. In fact, when I finish my career, I want to found a foundation, or maybe earlier than I finish my career, I am going to found a foundations to help poor people who need education. I think the education is the key to improve our quality of life. It's not maybe by working hard without know towards where our country is going. We need to be prepared. We need to be educated. We need education to lead our country.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you have uh, this kind of dreams because today people only are interested in living like comfortable and they forget their dreams. And so I know that you are going to be a good leader and you are going to achieve your dream. So it's very interesting to know people who has those expectations as you have. So
Yes.
I
Go
wanted to
ahead.
know. You have said that in the school you was like a leader, yes. So I wanted to know what kind of activities did you do in the school that made you a leader?
Okay, no problem. Well, actually, when I was at high school, I was leading the graduation event, as well as I was planning some events like trips to the beach, some trips to some places. I was the leader when we had a meeting with the principal school. I was the leader that when maybe we had a meeting with the government or with the education ministry or with the education secretary in my city. I was that representative student who was there to talk about any matter or any topic we needed to talk.
Oh yes. Thank you for your to share your experience with me. And
Okay?
another question: uh, do you consider that we need to have a specific age to be a leader?
No, no. I don't consider that. I don't agree with that. I think we can be a leader since we are a child. Because when we are at the kindergarten, maybe we live in a poor community and we want to help other people through education. When we help a classmate to advance in a class, we are becoming a leader. We are becoming a person who likes to help others. So I think if we want to help other people, uh, we want to push our community towards the successful or towards a better quality of like I said before, we are leader. So we can become a leader anytime when we want to help people and when we want to push our community, when we want to encourage other people to achieve dreams.
Okay, it's totally true. We need to also we need to help the child to involve in situation in which they could be a leader. So we as like a adult person, we need to encourage the kids to be a good leader in order to have a best society. So now,
Yes.
please could you tell me a leader person here in Colombia that you are who you admire or do you think it's a good leader?
Okay. Yes, I got it. Well, a person who I admire, a person who I look up to, I would say that that person right now at the moment it would be the current president. I know that maybe Juan Manuel Santos is not the best president ever in Colombia. In fact, he made some mistakes with education, with the education minister or the past education minister Gina Parodi, and with other ministers and with other things like Isaquén and other things. But I admire him right now because he is struggling, he is fighting to achieve the peace in Colombia. I think the peace is something difficult to get, but I think that we can get a better Colombia. We can live in a better Colombia if maybe we achieve an agreement with a terrorist group. So even though when there are other politicians, and I would say bad and evil politicians like Uribe or like other politicians against that argument, he's struggling, he's fighting, he's uh, he's showing to the country that he wants to achieve the peace, just not because he wants to get money, just not because he wants to get a Nobel Prize, but because he wants to get a better Colombia for the new generation who is growing up.
Okay, so it's interesting that you choose this person. So yes, unfortunately, we are not perfect, and he is waiting for help a little bit more than other people. So it's interesting your answer. I wanted to say that the Minister of Education today is Gina Parodi.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Yes, I know. I know for this reason I said the past. The
Ah,
past because I know that there is a new education minister. I don't know a lot about her, but I hope she's go do does a good job.
yes. So now we are going to watch a video.
No problem.
So I'm going to share with you the screen.
No,
Uh,
but
or,
right
or
now I am on my laptop, so I can watch videos. If you wanna, you can send me the link. I think the last problems we had was because I was doing my Skype. I was Skyping through my cell phone. So you know that maybe a cell phone is not the same like a laptop. So for this reason, maybe I had some
okay,
problems.
okay.
So
Don't
I am on
worry,
my
no
laptop,
problem.
so
So
you can send
yes,
something.
I'm going to send
Send
you
me
the
something.
link.
I have another question.
Yes.
Are you recording this interview or you are not recording this interview? Are
Yes,
you?
I'm recording.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know. But what? Now I will try to speak clear, even more clear than I spoke.
No problem. I've just
Yes,
sent you the link.
yes, I got it. I got the link.
So after
So
you watching the video, I wanted you prepare like a reflection about it, and including
I
in this reflection, please
tell me.
include your point of view about the process of peace here in Colombia. What do you think, and whatever you can say about it? Yes. Okay.
No problem. No problem. I will be more than glad to do it. I mean, if I can, if do I have to make a paper or something? Do I have to write something, or I can speak? I can just speak because maybe I can get the reflection without writing, or do I have to make a presentation of PowerPoint or something?
Oh yes, that's a good idea. So if you can do a PowerPoint presentation, go ahead. It's better for me.
No
Yes.
problem. I will do it. I will do it. I will make it.
Okay.
So, well, I'm going to see the video and I will tell you, okay?
Okay. Thank you for your participation. And if you have any doubt, please write me. I'm here waiting for your presentation. And if you have any question for me, okay?
No problem. No problem. No
Okay.
problem. I got it. So, take your time.
Thank you so much.
My name is Kyle Johnson, and I'm the Senior Analyst at International Crisis Group in Colombia. Today we're here on Colombia's Pacific Southwest coast, in the department or province of Cauca. To come to Cauca's Pacific coast, we took a flight from Bogota to Cali, one of Colombia's most important cities. From there we took another flight over mountains and jungles to come to the area we're at today. Behind me is one of the most historically disputed rivers by the armed actors in the conflict, be they paramilitaries or the guerrillas of the FARC and ELN. Now, even though we are only 2 short flights away from Bogota, we are essentially in a different Colombia. Here you have problems not only related to the armed conflict, but those of extreme poverty and a complete lack of infrastructure and sometimes even basic services. We've come to talk to the communities about their perspective on the peace process, the FARC arms abandonment process, and just the state in general. Now these communities are mainly Afro-Colombian and are some of the poorest in the country. And at least some point in time during the last 15 years, every main armed group in Colombia's armed conflict has been present here. That includes the AUC paramilitaries, the FARC and ELN guerrillas, and what the government called criminal bands, mainly the Rastro. The report that we're working on right now in Colombia will look at the main political challenges related to the transition to a post-conflict with the FARC guerrilla group and how to overcome those challenges. Now, the main challenges that we have identified at International Crisis Group include how to win a referendum mechanism on the peace process, the challenges related to the FARC arms abandonment process, and those related to the UN mission meant to verify and monitor the arms abandonment and ceasefire with the FARC. Now, one of the main challenges regarding the FARC arms abandonment process is that of communities. Now, originally, the government had stated that all cantonment sites have to be isolated from communities, while the FARC had stated that they should have access to communities to carry out political work if they were going to have some sort of success as a political party. So we've come here to Cauca to talk to these communities about what they feel about this issue and others generally relating to the post-conflict. Padre, ¿cómo cree usted que la gente aquí ve el proceso de paz? ¿Qué esperanzas tienen y qué preocupaciones tienen también?
Cuando yo hablo con la gente dice, nosotros queremos la paz, nosotros queremos estar en paz, nosotros queremos que se acabe la guerra. Entonces, si las comunidades donde se está viviendo el conflicto quieren la paz, hay una esperanza, hay una luz. Pero también esas comunidades quieren que se les mire más desde su condición de vida, con posibilidades de vida, de un futuro mejor, de un desarrollo mejor, que al menos los servicios básicos, para que las comunidades de las regiones también sean semilleros de paz.
Padre, normalmente lo que se hace en Colombia y en otras partes para la dejación de armas es poner unas zonas donde los combatientes, los miembros de esos grupos armados, pueden llegar y dejar su arma. Si una de esas zonas fueran a ponerla aquí cerca de esas comunidades, ¿cómo cree que respondería la gente? ¿Qué necesitaría la gente para eso?
Para eso se tendría que darles una pedagogía, porque yo lo que pienso es que el proceso de paz acá en las regiones todavía no se ha hecho mucha pedagogía. O sea, mucha gente habla del proceso de paz, pero no saben qué va. Esperan nomás la firma, pero eso hay que explicárselo a la comunidad con pedagogía para que la comunidad pueda entender, porque yo creo que en el proceso de paz todos tenemos que ceder de alguna manera.
¿Y cómo ve la comunidad como la paz ideal? Y para usted, ¿qué es lo que hay que hacer para llegar a esa paz ideal?
La paz ideal debe ser como una justicia social. Como la justicia social, esa es una paz ideal. Esa paz debe ser involucrando a la comunidad con unos criterios por lo menos muy justificados. Cómo se quiere, con dignidad, con respeto, ¿ya? Y con participación.
¿Qué es el nivel de conocimiento que la gente tiene sobre los acuerdos de paz?
Bueno, en términos generales, totalmente hay desconocimiento en el acuerdo de paz. La gente no conoce esos puntos a fondo, no se conoce. Se habla de un proceso de paz y la gente apenas conoce qué es un proceso de paz, pero esos puntos, esos 6 o 10 o yo no sé cuántos puntos, la gente no lo conoce y la gente está a espera de conocerlo para poder, ahora sí decir, desde un punto de vista, el punto de vista del aporte mío frente al proceso de paz es este. Entonces la gente necesita más información y ojalá esa información fuera por medios de escritos, ya no únicamente por medios de televisión, porque acá estamos en un lugar donde hasta la señal es mala.
¿Y qué preocupaciones tienen alrededor de la paz o el postconflicto?
Pues a uno le preocupa, o sea, después de la FARC que sigue, porque todos sabemos, nosotros que vivimos acá en esta zona, entre otras cosas marginadas del país, a uno le preocupa que cuando saquen a la FARC se nos metan otros grupos, ¿sí? nos preocupa pues que el gobierno nos vendió la idea de que el problema es la FARC y el problema en este país no es la FARC, sino este es un problema social, ¿sí? Este es un país donde no tenemos...
Yes. Tell me.
Okay. Okay, no problem. I am making my PowerPoint presentation, and I will show you when I finish. Once I finish, I will send the PowerPoint presentation to you. Okay?
Okay. It's okay.
No problem.
No problem.
Esto nos preocupa qué va a pasar con la FARC después del conflicto, a dónde nos los van a, o sea, dónde los van a ubicar.
Si las partes fueran a llegar acá y decirles, aquí queremos poner una zona de concentración, ¿qué sería su respuesta?
Pues con tantas cosas que pasan en el Estado, una zona de concentración crearía en nuestra población temor, y quedaría temor por la sencilla razón de que, bueno, ¿por qué no la colocan allá donde viven los ricos? ¿Por qué el Estado no la coloca en Bogotá? ¿Y por qué no coloca esa zona de concentración en Cali o en Medellín? Porque, o sea, sería un trabajo arduo que nuestras comunidades, incluso mi persona, aceptar así porque suene bonito el discurso, que sea la zona de concentración en nuestra comunidad. O sea, eso es una cosa que crea mucha incertidumbre.
Yes.
No problem. Okay, so I finished. I'm going to send you what I did. Okay. It's a short PowerPoint presentation. In fact, it has just pictures and some phrases. With this, I'm going to talk. So this is going to be my help or my
Yes.
tool to speak on. Okay.
Okay, no problem. So as you know, the ability in which
Okay.
we
So I will send. Okay. It's loading. I mean, I will have to share my screen to you, or you are going to share your screen to me, or what?
no,
Are you going to?
I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Um, Exploding. Yes, I can see it.
Okay.
No problem. Okay, in this case, I don't know if you can move the small Skype windows where it appears my name and my call because it's yes, you're right.
Okay.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so at the beginning, please. Okay, so perfect. As you know, are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I thought you couldn't hear me. Okay, so I was watching a video you sent to me. It was about the Colombia searching for peace, like the title of my PowerPoint presentations. For this reason, I decided to uh, make a summary to talk about it. Well, I'm going to talk about Colombia's search for peace. This is the next
Slide.
slide. And well, to talk about this, we need to know what is it, right? What
Yes.
is a peace treaty? A peace treaty is an agreement between two or more hostile parties, usually countries or governments, which formally ends a state of war between the parties. In this case, this is a peace agreement. So when we are going to make or we are going to look for a peace agreement, is because there is a war, right? And
Yes.
according to this, the war that we have in Colombia is a war which has more than 50 years, more than 5 decades. The next slide, please. The agreement that the President Juan Manuel Santos is looking for in Colombia is a peace agreement between FARC, a terrorist group, and the Colombian government. In this case, the government is looking to end that war that has more than talking, this agreement had a time to be signed. In this case, it was about 3 years or more to get the final agreement. As you know, there was a voting process where Colombia voted for a no, showing a disapproval point regarding the current peace agreement.
Yes.
And about the items to highlight, we can say that one of the items to highlight is that the terrorist group FARC was going to get pieces in the government. The FARC was going to become a party, and it was going to do political things in the country. Another thing to highlight is that with the agreement peace, a lot of people who were in the army, in the Colombian army, were going to be put down because there was not going to assist the war anymore with the FARC. Another item to highlight is that because of acute baggage, or because there was not going to assist war anymore, it was going to assist, or it was going to be able for the president to invest more money in education or in other topics the country needs. The next slide, please. What do people know about it? Well, I decided to use this title because in accordance with the video I watched, people don't know a lot about this agreement. In all Colombia, there are a lot of people who even didn't read the peace agreement. There are a lot of people who don't know what the peace agreement is between FARC and the Colombian government. There are a lot of people who don't know what items are in it. There are a lot of people who maybe voted for no because they got misunderstanding by others political parts who were not for the past agreement, who were not in favor, who didn't agree with the pace. And I think this was a big problem for the peace agreement. The next slide, please.
Okay, then.
The next, there is other slides. Okay, what do afflicted and affected people know about? Like you know, there are a lot of people who is afflicted or affected by the war, because you know FARC was a terrorist group who killed a lot of people in some places here in Colombia. So that people who are afflicted or affected, didn't know a lot about what the peace agreement was. So for this reason, I think it was a big problem for the government to get a good vote by those people. The next slide, and I think this is the last one. The title of this slide is "What is the biggest and true problem?" Sorry, no problema problem in Colombia? Well, I think there are four items that I decided to write: is education, lack of equality, quality, corruption, and economy. But according to the video, or according to what the speaker told about, the biggest problem is not maybe the part. The biggest problem in Colombia is not the terrorist group part. The biggest problem in Colombia maybe is not the war. The biggest problem in Colombia is education, where there are a lot of children who don't go to the school because they don't have the enough things as needed to go to a school. Another problem is the lack of equality. There are a lot of people who don't know or who don't have money to go to a university. There are a lot of people who even don't know or even don't have, money to have lunch, to have breakfast, to have dinner, to go to the supermarket to buy basic things that we need as human beings. Corruption, I think, is one of the biggest problems because politicians here in Colombia are people who are corrupt. So I think corruption is one of the biggest problems because of the corruption we don't have enough money to invest in education or to invest in the equality of life, like on hospitals or. All these affect the economic, so for this reason we have problems with the economic. Um, all this because there is corruption, all this because there is not education in some places, and this cause lack of equality.
Yes.
The next slide, and the last one.
Okay.
Well, that's it. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope you like it. Well, that's it.
Okay, thank you for your participation. It was a very interesting job. I know that you really see the video, you understand the video, so thank you for your participation. Yeah, very, very good job. Now
you.
I'm going to ask you another questions.
Okay.
Wait me a moment. Okay. So the first one is, what do terrorist groups exist here in Colombia? What do you think?
Well, there are some of them. One of them is FARC, ELN, Rastrojos, Bacrin. I would say government because
Yes.
sometimes I think the governments are terrorists. But well, in fact, that's not true. But there are injustices here in Colombia, so you know what I mean. But
Yeah, yes.
I actually know just those groups I said. So FAR, ELN, Rastrojos, Bacrin, Águilas Negras, and maybe other small ones that I don't know or I don't remember. I can't remember right now, but there are some groups here in Colombia.
Yes, and what do you think? Why do those groups exist?
Well, I think they exist. I think there are a lot of terrorist groups because of the um or because of the Colombian politic, because there are a lot of corruption. So when a terrorist group is created, it's not because they want to kill people. They don't want just kill people. They want to improve the quality of life for people. They want to make laws to help people. They want to protect for the rights that we have as Colombian citizens. And you know that maybe there are a lot of corruption that affect people. So when FARC was created in Colombia, FARC wasn't a terrorist group. It was like a political part. You know what I mean, right? So when a terrorist group is created here in Colombia, it's because they want to improve the quality of life. Maybe they misbehave, maybe they don't achieve what they wanted, and for this reason they start to kill people. They start to take the bad way that they don't have to take. So that was what happened to FARC. Maybe when they couldn't get what they wanted, they started to kill a lot of people. They started to kidnapping. They started to hijacking a lot of people, and that's why we have a war right now, which has more than 50 years of existence.
Okay. Remember, please, how do you say partido colombiano? Partido político?
I don't remember. I know that partes is
It's party.
like
It's like-
fiestas,
Yes.
but Partido Colombiano, I don't remember.
No,
I think it's politic part.
yeah, yes, it's party. Political
Party?
parties. Yes,
Okay, political party.
parties.
Political
Yeah.
party.
Oh, parties. Yes.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you so much for the answer.
No, don't.
Okay, so I mean that maybe when FARC started to exist, they were a political party, you know?
Yes.
So that's what I mean.
Yes, yes. I understand, but I am curious about the word that you said, part, creo. So I want to
Yes,
to do
I-
this
yes. Yes,
like a
but thank you
correction.
so much for your
No,
advice.
no, it's
Because
my
maybe,
my.
okay, maybe, okay. Maybe I didn't remember by the moment when I was talking about the topic I am talking about, but no problem. Thank you so much.
Yes, and another word that you have said in your presentation was invert. I understand that you wanted to say invertir. So it's invest.
Yes. Yes.
Invest, not invert, but invest.
Invest.
Yes.
Right. You're right. Invest. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your
No,
advice.
no, it's no problem.
Was yes, invest.
Yes.
Invest. Oh my God, you are paying attention to what I say. That's right.
Yes.
That's good. That's amazing. Okay.
And okay, I'm going to continue with the questions. So, according to the video, would the community agree to create a zone of concentration in Cauca?
Okay. Well, people didn't agree to create that concentration place because they said that why don't people in the government create or place that concentration place in other cities, in other important cities, or in other important places like Cali, like Medellin, like Bogota? Why doesn't the government place these concentration places in or near people who have a lot of money, near rich people, you know. So
Yes.
they didn't agree with that because they said, as always, government brings concentration places to places where poor people live.
Yes. It's it is the good answer. And
Okay.
finally, do you think the final peace agreements favor the most needy communities?
Say again, please. The final
Peace
disagreement, what?
agreements,
Sorry?
the final peace agreements or the final agreements
Uh-huh.
are going to favor the most needy communities, the most like the poor people.
Well, let me tell you something. I haven't read it, but I read a part of the last.
Hello.
La persona a la que está llamando no puede atenderle, pero puede dejarle un mensaje.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry for what happened, but it was an internet problem.
Yes,
But while
no.
I'm here, no problem.
No,
You
no
can go
problem.
ahead. You can continue, and I will answer your questions you have.
Yes, but we were in the last question, so I can't hear your answer. Uh,
Okay.
I'm going to ask again the question, or you have no the question.
No, I don't have the question because I couldn't listen to. So
Okay,
say again,
the
please.
the final question is that do you think the final peace agreement are going to favor the most needy communities?
Just remember.
Yes.
Well, I think, well, like I said before, I haven't read it, so I cannot say yes or no total total approval. But I can say that the last peace agreement was uh, was for that for people who live in that community. Uh, so I think the new peace agreement is even better than the last one. So I think this is going to benefit that community, This is going to benefit all those communities where poor people live and where people is maybe abandoned and where people need to receive help from the government. So I think this current peace agreement, this new peace agreement, is going to help them. Actually, because if we don't have war with the FARC, we are going to have enough money to invest.
Yes, yes.
Well, I learned, thank you, to invest in other aspects like education, like health, like sports and recreation, and all these aspects that we need as human beings we are. So I think with the new peace agreement, if we can achieve it, we are going to have a better Colombia, a new Colombia that is going to look at a new generation that wants to improve the quality of life of all Colombia. It doesn't matter, regardless the race, the color, the sexual orientation, or anything like that. So I think it's good. I am happy. I'm glad for it, and I expect and I hope that other political parties like Centro Democrático don't affect this new agreement. As you notice, I like politics, so for this reason, I
Yes.
think I can talk a lot about this. In fact, I wanted to study international relations. So I like political science. I like all this stuff about the government and about history or anything, all about the society or you know. So it was a nice topic to talk about. So I am so glad you asked me questions about it, and I think for this reason I could speak a lot of it. And well, that's it.
Yes, no, but it is good, and the idea of this course is practice speaking the much time as possible. So it's good.
Right.
And do you think that the peace are going to we are going to have a real peace someday?
Well, in fact, I think that we are not going to have a real or a complete peace in the world.
Yes.
But maybe people don't. Maybe some people don't understand that this peace agreement is just between FARC and Colombia. This peace agreement is not with all the terrorist groups in the world, over the world, or throughout Colombia. It's just with the FARC. So I mean that if we can sign this peace agreement, we are going to get a better Colombia, a better, not the best, not the best, a better Colombia. So we have to continue working to achieve what we want. But the real peace in the world is really difficult. It's a difficult issue right now. So you know what is happening and what is going on in other countries, and now with this that Trump won the elections in the United States, and what other countries is going to do because maybe other countries don't agree with the thinking in the Trump government, right?
Yes.
So I think it's really difficult to get a real peace at the. That's my point. That's my opinion.
Okay, Ronaldo, thank you for your participation, for your ideas. I'm very grateful with you, and
No
I
problem.
want to remember that although this course is for beginners, we are going to do like activities which is supposed to be for a higher level, but I want to take in advantage of your level of English. So is why we are doing this kind of activities. It's not the
Yes.
it's not for this course, but as I know your abilities and your good level, I decided to do this kind of activities in order that you don't feel like bored or yes, because you know
But
the
you got,
intro English is
you,
very
you
basic,
got it.
so
You got it done. You got it done. Because I was really bored with other topics because I think that other topics are really basic topics for me. Not because I speak good English. In fact, I think that I need to improve a lot of things. Sometimes I get stuck. Maybe I can continue speaking because I have to think. But actually, I think that this topic is going to, or those topics you are using right now, are going to help me a lot. Okay, so it's great, it's amazing, and it's nice for you to select this kind of topics. And I don't know if you know that I like politics because you chose a topic that I am passionate about. So it's crazy. I think you investigate maybe, didn't you?
yes. So uh,
Yes. Did you
I
investigate about what topic I would like to talk about?
no, but I know that
Ah,
you
okay.
are going to talk whatever. So no, it was at Brandon, but it's very good I that I had a that I have I forget the word acertar.
Accept. Oh my God.
Okay, yes, I know that you
Oh,
understand me.
or what do you mean when? Okay, yes, I understood you. But what do you mean when you say aceptar?
Acer,
Aceptar what?
acertar. I'm going to talk in
Acertar. Okay.
Spanish. Acertar, sí. Que
No
te haya
problem.
dado en el punto,
Say
mejor
yes.
dicho.
Okay.
Okay,
Ah,
so
okay. Okay. Okay.
so
Yes, to
very
choose the right point. Okay.
it's thank you again for your participation and
All right. I want
uh,
to know something. I have a question.
yes.
Uh, what are you going to use this recording lesson for? What do you what do you want to do with this video you record? Let me know what you are going to do with this.
This is for subject that I am going that I am studying. So
Okay.
I need to use it for. It is only for academic purposes. So don't worry
Okay.
for
No problem. No problem.
no.
No, no problem.
It's just for
I
academic purposes.
okay. Now I have another question.
Yes.
Do you know or do you think that it was helpful for you to do this video, this record? Uh, did I achieve the expectation you had about?
Yes, it is very useful for me. It was a really nice class, and taking into account that no one else can want to work with us. So it was very grateful for me, and thank you for your participation. Thank you for your help, and no, it is very useful. Really, really,
Okay,
really
no
nice.
problem. No problem. Now I have another question. I don't know if this is a question, but in fact it's not about the class. It's more about your personal life. It's about your studies. So I don't know if can I ask this this in this part of this lesson, or I don't know if you can put that recording off to ask you this.
Yes, wait me a moment.
Okay.
Okay, Ronaldo, thank you for coming today. And remember, for tomorrow, we are going to have our next section tomorrow at 8 a.m. So please review the unit number 6 of the course.
Okay, no problem, tutor. For me, it's my pleasure to have spoken to you, to have to talk to you. And tomorrow I will be on time at 8 a.m. to start our new Skype lesson.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. So see you tomorrow.
No
Okay.
problem.
Bye bye.
The same to you. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you.